All right, here we go. Golf Wednesday. We are back, baby. Week 3 of the 2026 PGA Tour season as we move down to Torrey Pines, of course, in beautiful Southern California. Mike Carver and, of course, the Prime Minister, Cam Stewart, getting you ready for the Farmers Insurance Open. Cam, how are you?
Got to tell you, Mike, went into the game on Sunday. Huge snowstorm. Never like literally like I'm
Brutal.
talking 4 feet. Like
Brutal.
my buddy's like, don't worry, I got a 4x4. I'm like, okay, we'll go. Like whatever. I go to see my father. I grab him. I go, dude, you're not going to be getting food for a while. We're under lockdown. Whatever. I go, we got to go to this place. I talked to my buddy. He's like, Cam, I want to bet on the Seahawks. I go, what? He goes, I want to bet on the Seahawks. I go, but you play like poker and stuff. He goes, 1,500 on C. I go, whoa. I only have like a few hundred in my account. Like, what do you want me to do? Go to the bank? He's like, I feel really confident they're going to win. I'm like, it's the Rams, pal. Like this guy, like, he just gambles like table games, Carver.
Yeah.
I'll give you 5. That's what you like. You know what I mean? You want 1,500, whatever. Like, I'm just like, I try to get him as much as he can. He's like, told you. Like the whole game. I'm like, it's not that easy, bro. Like, but Mike, I can't believe it. Like, we get to go to the Super Bowl. Sam Darnold threw 3 touchdowns. Anyway, this is a golf show, but I'm still kind of.
But you're still on that. Just still on that high from them making it. You're still pumped, as you should be.
I just wanted you guys to do good because I still, and I don't want to like it's. And I'm not saying this is a bad guy. I think the Bills are better than Denver or New England.
Wow,
that's my. But then again, your hire today was kind of interesting too. But anyway, we got golf.
Listen, it's We got it, look, a little uninspiring at first, and then as the hours went on, I tried to talk myself into it a little bit more. So,
yeah,
it is what it is, Cam, at this point. So I guess it's all right. They got somebody who's staying in the building and knows Josh well and blah, 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 blah. And they don't have to strip too much down. I guess the good thing about you watching the Seahawks on Sunday go to the Super Bowl was that you didn't have to watch Scheffler run away and hide with the Amex. I guess.
I had my phone. And I'm going to tell you something, Carver. It's one of those things. Like I had so many things going on that day, and it's like I don't want to sound like we've had snowstorms before, but this is probably it's even crazy. It was one of the worst ones like since I was a kid.
Yeah,
it was I'm talking like feet. And I remember I'm looking and I'm like, don't I have Ryan Gerard? Like I told Wetzel about Gerard. I finished second again.
This Gerard's been on fire.
And I'll tell you something, Mike. And then I made a note to myself. I actually texted myself, you bet every tournament with Scheffler without I'm done. Look, one weekend, I'm done.
I agree.
That simple.
We sat here last week on this show talking about how it's the beginning of the year, it's the Amex, it's 3 courses, maybe Cam, it took 1 week. I'm out. Going back to what I did in July and August last year. Without Scheffler, I'm done with it. I don't care if I have to get a guy at 26 instead of 31 or 30 instead of 35. I don't care. It's worth it to me to not have to worry about this.
It ruins your Sunday. And what we should be praising this man for what he is. Mike, I'm telling you, take a look at the numbers other than Tiger Woods' stretch. Where he was like dominant from 2000, I think it was to 2000, 2000. Scheffler's numbers are impeccable. Like it's just
insane. And then Cam, what's the only thing I ever bet him on now? First round leader. Right? And last week, because it was 3 courses, he was plus 650, chopped 3 ways, which basically means basically plus 650 with a 3-way chop. Didn't exactly get much back, Cam, on that Scheffler first round leader last
I told my buddy, I go, listen, I got Gerard, and I each way guys, right? And it's like, we'll get a few $100, whatever. But that's a big difference between thousands, and I'm not doing it anymore. Either you take him to, you want a matchup bet, you want to do whatever, parlay, I'm done. It's that simple, Mike. I've given so much money away, and I'm sick of it.
And like I tried to talk myself into other guys, this Blades Brown, which was a great story. The kid, he was still 30-1 going into Saturday, and he was tied for the lead. I
got to talk to you quickly. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I just want to say one thing. Okay. I'm on betting the Corn Ferry Tour. Yeah. I have Blades Brown to win this tournament. Okay. He can't win the Corn Ferry Tour. And he goes to the PGA Tour and whatever. I almost I did a couple golf shows this week and people were like, what? You had Blades Brown in that tournament? I go, yeah, because I know how good Blades Brown is. And then he can't beat Schleps, but now the guy's knocking down the door in the PGA Tour. I'm losing my mind.
It really is amazing. And hey, it is what it is. I had a couple guys who hung around for a little while, but at the end of the day, you weren't taking him down. I will say it was a good week. We had the Hoagie placements. Hoagie
Great call on
showed
Hoagie.
up with him. The placement saved the week for me,
Right.
at least. It was a bunch of pretty decent placements. Of course, this this Cantlay, I had him top 10. He of course,
dude, Cantlay is gonna literally, Mike. You're like, I look at Mike Carver. He's got kids. He's got a wife. He's from Long Island. He's a blue collar guy. But I'm gonna tell you something about Cantlay. He's a guy that is literally like breaking your heart. I remember once watching golf with my girlfriend, and I Cantlay. She goes, "Why are you cheering for this guy?" I go, "I don't know. I just have money on him." She goes, he's not going to win. No, he tried. Like, I would rather lose with a guy like Eric Cole who gags on Sunday.
How about Cole playing all weekend too, up until Sunday? Just Cole's another one.
The thing about Cole is, I'm there now. The Cole Kane. I'm going to tell you something. He's a T20 guy to me.
Happened.
Like, it's that
Cole Kane.
From Mike, from second, like he almost didn't make top. What's it, T18?
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me?
Fell out of it completely.
Golf. For all you people out there, golf is the best sport and the worst sport.
It's a wild
too much
ride, which is pretty much the only way that we can describe it. And now we stay in California before we get to the wasted management next week with Super Bowl week. And we have, of course, Torrey Pines, north and the south. So another week, Cam, where we got split courses and split first-round leaders. I mean, 2 is better than 3, like last week, for God's sakes. But we do have that set up again. Now, let's remember something when we talk about past history. Or we all know Torrey Pines, classic course, classic setup. It's been a mainstay forever. A lot of guys come out for this. We've got a pretty decent field here. I'm going to put it up in a moment. But the one thing, Cam, remember, if you're looking at last year, and a lot of people do like to look at past performance for this, just remember, when you look at the Farmers from last year, none of the big guys really played it.
You're right.
Because they played the Genesis 3 weeks later at Torrey Pines. So a lot of guys didn't want to play it both, didn't play the actual Farmers when it usually is, and then played the Genesis. So you could actually, Cam, if you wanted the most recent for that, for the big dogs, you would look at the Genesis from last year as the last time Torrey Pines was played by a lot of these guys.
Great call by you, Carver, again. And this is the thing about Torrey Pines, beautiful track. History repeats itself too. It's one of these, this is one of these courses where some guys, they just love playing Torrey Pines. It's just one of their things. And I talk to a lot of my friends who are really good at golf, and I'm asking them, what is it about certain courses? It's just like Torrey Pines to a lot of people is like next to Riviera. It's like one of these courses that people absolutely love, like a classic, beautiful, like it's gorgeous, right? We talk about Pebble Beach, but to me, like Riviera, Torrey Pines, they're gorgeous. And I'm going to tell you, Carver, like I'm looking at the board and I'm like, Scotty's not there this week.
I know.
I'm shocked. I'm like, he could have done it again and taken everybody's money, but thank you, Scotty. Take a week off and just hang out with your
last
family.
year, Cam, listen to this top 10 at the Farmers Insurance last year with all the heavies staying home. Our boy Harry English won last year.
Yep.
He was the winner, and he plays great at this place.
He does.
Samuel Stevens finished second. Novocaine was third. Sunjay M and Chris Ventura, Golf Detective, were tied for fourth. Hayden Springer, Pendrith, Commissioner Gordon, Danny Willett, Lee Don't Call Me Gil Hodges. Like, I think you're getting my point, Cam. Like, it was a light field.
Mixed bag.
A mixed bag at that. Meanwhile, of course, Alberg Ludwig won the Genesis, which was
tell him thanks for showing up last week too. I love guys who WD.
He got the sniffles on Saturday and he went home.
I'm so sick and tired of this shit.
Sniffles.
I'm tired of it, Carver. Like, honest to God, like I even talk to people. Just finish your shit. Finish. You don't want to make a cut. Like, don't quit. Don't quit. It makes me sick.
He isn't quitting this week for now, Cam. Here is who we have in terms of the chalk at Torrey Pines this week. Look at the graphics crew this week. Nice job.
I got to tell you, this
off the coast down there in Southern California.
I'm going to tell you, this Frank Font needs a raise because he's doing a great job. And Gary Graphic, like,
Gary Graphic doing an incredible job for us on Golf.
Honest to
Wednesday.
God, well, let's hire this man.
We have Xander here this week. We have Ludwig, who won the Genesis at Torrey last year. Cameron, forever young for the first time this year. Here's this slog Cantlay again. Siwoo Kim's been on fire the first couple of weeks of the season. Got her up and get him down. First time back in since winning at the Sully. Matsuyama, Day, JJ Spuds, Mav McNeely finished second to Ludwig at the Genesis last year. Harry English, Keegan Bradley. There's Ryan Gerard. No more 70-1s for Ryan Gerard, Cam. Those days are over.
What a shit show. I told people, I said, watch out for this guy. You're getting 80s and 65s. Now you're getting 35s because the guy's good.
Guy's good. So there it is, Cam. Not a bad field here at the Farmers. We got some good names at the top.
I'm going to tell you something too, Carver. It's one of these tournaments where me and you, it's not our first rodeo. You could look at an old guy in this tournament. It's one of these things that, like, you look at guys like Adam Scott played well here. And I'll tell you another thing. I looked at your list and there's a lot of guys I like. Jason Day's record here is absolutely stellar. And you know what? Sometimes you just got to go horses for courses. I like a lot of your picks, Carver, and I'm going to tell you something. Jason Day looked good to me last time too. Like you actually mentioned it. I mentioned Gerard. You're talking about Day, and both of our guys did not disappoint. Like Aubert, they show up in tournaments, so I think it could be interesting right now. Xander's a guy. I know he's favored or whatever. I'm going to wait on him, but I see some guys in that 20 plus kind of range. I think that could be very dangerous in this tournament.
Yeah, Day, of course, he's won here before at Torrey Pines at the Farmers. T32 last year, T7 in 23, T3 in 22, T5 in 19. Of course, 15 and 18 right there, T2 and 14 with wins. He had a couple wins there, so he's excellent. Yep. And here's the other thing that you can even lead into that, Cam, is not only has he been excellent at this course, but he played very well last week at the Amex, too.
Exactly.
So he had a day with a strong finish, really a strong 4 days, to be quite honest with you, from Jason Day. And in what was, listen, these scores were, they were ridiculous.
I got to be honest with you, Carver. I'm going to tell you something.
It's a little too much.
That tournament sucks.
Yeah,
honestly, the PGA Tour is like, hey, how are we going to get better? You know what? Get harder. But the problem with these guys is they're not regular people. It's like, oh, I don't want to be embarrassed by a hard course. But I'm going to be honest, like, I'm watching the European stuff, and it was fantastic. Yeah. Your boy Patrick Reed played his ass off. And I'm going to tell you.
Oh, don't get me started on that.
I know.
I forgot to bring up. I forgot they were doing the big Dubai thing last week.
You got to play the other.
Tell everybody. Every time he's in these dopey Dubai events on the DP World Tour, do I always play Patrick Reed?
Yes, you do.
It's
like me and like some of these other turkeys that I play that I miss. I'm going to tell you something. I watch that because it's always on in the morning. And by the way, PGA Tour, I already know who finished the round before you start your coverage. I'm not the chairman of NBC or Golf Channel, but get better. I really hate the way. No, I'm sorry. I'm never going to work there again. I applied for a job at Golf Channel when I was younger, and after I worked at the Masters. Well, they really should, because you know what? I don't mind getting up earlier and doing whatever you guys want me to do. I think it's ridiculous, the fact that I don't mind being a little bit late, but when I'm checking my phone and guys are finished their round, when you're starting coverage and you do a pregame show with you, and it's nothing to do with the people that work there. It's to do with the format of the show. Yeah. I'm like, oh, let's talk about it. Well, you don't think people who bet on golf are already looking what their guys are doing? We have matchup bets that start at noon, not 6 o'clock. Come on, Carver. Like,
I don't disagree with you.
I'm sorry. I know I freak out more than other people. I think it's nuts, personally.
And how about Patrick Reed when he won last week in Dubai, dropping the crumbs? He kind of sounds like he wants the Brooks. Now he doesn't qualify for their dopey thing that only,
I'm going to be honest with you. I think Patrick Reed deserves it more.
Well, you know what? And here's the other side of it. Now, these guys don't like Patrick Reed. They don't like him. But what they don't understand is that they need him back on the PGA Tour.
Great call.
They need guys that people hate. They don't have that right now. They have nobody that anybody hates. These are all, they don't know anything about these guys. They're all nice guys. I mean,
you're so right.
Reed's a guy that you need to have some guys out there that people root against. And they don't want to see. And Reed's a perfect villain. I love Patrick Reed. You know that. He's been good to me. I hope that they find a way to get him back in at some point.
I'm going to be honest with you.
I'm in the minority, but I do.
So Brooks Koepka's walking around, and I'm watching Golf Channel. Like they want this guy to be like, oh, he's Brooks Koepka's coming back or whatever. Like I get it, great career and all. And then I'm watching Patrick Reed win in Dubai against a very, very strong field.
Right.
You have like what was Rory there? Was all these guys were there? And the thing about Patrick Reed is, it's like, don't you remember? Like Patrick Reed has a pretty good resume too, and you treat him like a piece of shit. And I get it. I get it. At Augusta State, my buddy was telling me stories like, hey, maybe not a great roommate. He might steal your wallet, but I'll tell you one thing: he's a great golfer. Sorry, the thoughts of Cam Stewart are not the thoughts of Mike Carver on our podcast.
Look,
I'm just saying, allegedly. But here's the deal: you're right, because you know what? I want to see a battle on Sunday between Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker. Skywalker being Scheffler and Darth Vader being Patrick Reed, because he's good for business.
Patrick Reed is
good for business.
And look, I know that he's done some things that I think he gets a bit of a bad rap.
I think a lot of guys actually do dumb stuff. But they hate him.
I don't think he's that bad of a guy. It's just because he's not so far
part of the get
along. He's not a robot like most of these other guys on the PGA Tour. That he gets a little bit of a bad rap for that. I hope he comes back one day. It sounds like, he sounds like he's going to, in fact, he kind of made the notion that he's going to play a lot of deep. He's playing this week, wherever the hell they are. He's on the board this week at the DP World Tour.
Bet him again.
Like he's going to play these and he's going to try to get in. They take that 10 from the DP World. He sounds like he's going to try to backdoor through that way to get himself back in the PGA Tour. He sounds like he's fine with that.
I wouldn't bet against him.
I wouldn't either. He's not even the favorite this week, Cam. Listen to this. Let me bring up this DP World Tour real fast. Now we're going to have to remember this every week.
I'm betting the tournament. I'm just waiting for results from hockey and college basketball.
They're at Bahrain this week. DP World Tour is at Bahrain. Angel Ayora is the favorite at 13-1. Jaden Shaper is 13-1.
He's good. Yeah.
Daniel Hiller is 14-1.
Hillier, he's fine.
Thomas Dietrich is 17-1. And then Patrick Reed at 17-1.
I don't even know what to tell you. Patrick Reed, when playing well, could beat anybody in the world.
Sergio 40-1 at Bahrain this
week. Sergio's my next door neighbor's like, hey, I get it. It's the winter. You don't need to take out your carpet. I know you got cats.
Jordan.
Here's honest to God. John Ellis. A lot of these. I'm going to tell you something, Carver. Like Patrick Reed, to me, at 17-1. That's insanity. He should be. I'm sorry. He should be 11 or 12.
Let's put it with the golf. Why don't we put that with the Seahawks money line?
Seahawks money line. Patrick Reed, Bahrain. Done. Put it with the golf. Put it with the Super Bowl.
Put it with the Super Bowl. Oh man,
I'm losing my mind right now.
Some of your favorites are in this Bahrain. Nacho Elvira's out there at 100-1. Your boy Nacho.
I'm going to tell you something about Nacho.
Wasn't he in the mix with Reed in Dubai last week?
You have no idea.
Blow it?
No, he was right there.
Or was that 2 weeks ago? When did Nacho blow it?
Mike,
that was when Rory won 2 weeks ago.
Nacho blew this tournament. Yeah. It's not just Nacho. He has a brother, Macho. Oh, I'm not even joking. Like you got to check out the Nacho. You got to like this Elvira stuff. Like you got to it's like the Hoygaards. Like you can't be doing this stuff drunk. Like there's L2 like Elvira. Like you know what I mean? It's one of these situations where I'm like, is it Nacho? Or Macho? Check it out. I'm going to do more research, and you know what? I'm down with the DP Tour, and I'm going to dig deep. But Patrick Reed, never bet against this guy.
Langeskew in the field this week.
Roman Lescange, whatever.
All right,
have another one.
Now, last thing before I get into the picks and the outrights about this Farmers Insurance Open at Torrey Pines, because it is the story this week, and that is that Brooks is back. Now, Brooks Koepka is playing. Let me I watched his press conference on Tuesday.
Did you enjoy it?
I thought it was typical Brooks, and I think that Brooks also brings back that little bit of I don't give an F, brash.
Yeah, villain with success as well.
And I think that they were kind of trying to get him to say something, because it's true. There's a lot of guys that are on the tour now that were not here when he was last here. He's got to. And I bet that a lot of those guys don't like him, Cam. I would have
for good reason. They're playing for their family.
Now, I don't know how to approach him this week, to be fair. Now, he's got in the past, and this is a long time ago when he was back on the tour, he's never played well at this place. in terms of at the Farmers Insurance. He's
Right.
missed cuts and all that stuff. I'm thinking, is he coming in here with like a little bit extra zip this week because he wants to prove a little something? Like, I'm back. He's got to play well to get in those signature events and other events. He's got to be in that swing 10 or whatever it is. He can't get in through. That was part of his deal. He can't get sponsors exemptions into those big events. He's got to be in the swing 10.
You're right.
So he's got some gas to play really well. But I also don't know what to expect just because we haven't seen him at all. So I'm kind of weird on Brooks. Like, I want to throw him in there for a gas, but I feel like I could be burning money, Cam, how it's going.
I'm going to give you my opinion, Carver, but you're a great golf handicapper. I would wait 1 week to the Waste Management, a tournament that he does really well in.
He loves that place.
So just feel it out. Like it's a golf tournament, right? Scotty Scheffler's not there. But you know what? I'm going to tell you this. On some books, they're offering 11-1 for a top 5. A lot of these.
Scheffler's playing next week at the Waste.
Oh, I know.
Oh, he's playing. He's playing.
So we have to worry that we'll move to that problem when we need to deal with that problem.
When we do the Waste.
But I'm going to say, like, a lot of books are offering Brooks Koepka bonuses and boosts because they're like, beat us.
Yeah, I
don't want.
I actually saw Bet Rivers had him dropped him at a 60 this morning.
Yeah,
and he was kind of 50 everywhere else. I was like, yeah, do I want to
see? They're giving you. It's like, hey, Mikey, you want?
I want, but then there's also a part of me that's like, he's also maybe putting a little extra pressure on himself this week. I don't really know what to think of it. So you know what, Cam? I don't have him here.
Nor do I.
On the board that I'm about to put up. Let's start with the outrights for the Farmers here on a Golf Wednesday. Here's where I'm starting. All these names in the chalk. This JJ Spuds was so good last year. This is kind of like what I said with Goddard a few weeks ago. Like, I feel 30-1 for Spawn is a little disrespectful when you consider who's ahead of him on this board and what Spawn did last year.
Great call.
Like, shouldn't he be in this field 20-25?
I'm actually thinking like 18.
Like, I feel like he should, like, Cam Young is 18 at a lot of books. I
got a good number.
You got a good number, but like, shouldn't he be around there, JJ Spawn? Like,
he should be better than Cam Young.
Like, you just look at the body of work for 12 months. And I feel like 30-1 with Spawn, he's still being booked like before he won the US Open. Like, I think he's still kind of in that shell. So it's kind of a number play for me, Cam, with JJ Spawn at 30. But I am going to play him. I'm going to play Maverick McNeely at 33 as well, because he did play well here last year. He lost that. He came in second. He actually kind of threw it away, to be quite honest with you. He opened the door and Oberg came through and knocked it over. So Mav has played well at Torrey Pines. We know how he is with West Coast, California. That's his bag. So I'm going to play McNeely. I didn't realize how well Taylor Pendrith has played here.
His numbers here are stellar.
4 times here. He's made the cut all 4 times. Last 2 times in the top 10. 40-1 for Taylor Pendrith. And he played well in Hawaii 2 weeks ago. So I'm in on Pendrith. Max Homa has won here before. I saw enough of him Thursday through Saturday last week that and you know I love Max, Cam. He's one of these guys that I love to bet, and I want to see him get back to the top. So I'm going to play Homa. Akshay Patia at 70?
It's a good price.
What happened to him? Where is he falling down the tree so far? I'm going to take him at 70. And look, this guy, I love this guy. He made me money last week, so I got to go back to him in some shape or form. And I saw most books had him at 125, and DraftKings had a 230 for Tom Hoagie.
What?
So I got a 230-1 on Tom Hoagie at DraftKings. You might still be able to grab it, even if it's around 2, Cam. Whatever it is, I'm in on Hoagie this week.
I'm just going to say this. And guys, Carver with his Hoagie pick, Hoagie almost won he played great last week. He played
great. He was in the top 10 Hoagie.
When you get a guy over 80, whatever, the each way, you don't even have to each way like 6. Yeah. You can each way 10 to 12. Like with a number at 230-1, Carver, you could slice that into $1 million. Like, you're coming over for dinner. I'll give you half of my pizza. I'll give you more. So 230, you can each way that and saw it because that's such a good number. I'm going to say this, Taylor Pendrith, to me, he's one of those guys that I think is absolutely fantastic. And this is a perfect course for him. Well, it's about winning. That's the whole thing about Pendrith. Like, he's so close, but can he break through that door? I'd love him for a top 10 and top 20.
And look at it this way. And I forgot to bring this up with both him and with JJ Spawn, because I think it kind of applies to both of them. They're also guys, Cam, that play well on tougher courses.
You're right.
And this especially JJ Spawn. And this is a tougher course. This is not a -25 this week like we've seen the last couple weeks. You know, Harry English won this at, I think it was 8 under last year, right, Cam?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little bit of a tough. Now, last year the wind was out of control,
it was tough.
Torrey.
Yeah.
But still, it's a tougher test. And JJ Spawn, Taylor Pendrith, those are guys that I like playing in conditions like that.
I love your picks, Carver. Here's the deal. Cam Young is coming out. He hasn't played, and it's a little bit of a leap of faith. I wish I got more, but I'm going to tell you something. Cam Young hits the ball hard, and I think after last year, Carver, him and JJ Spawn are the two guys I think that look like took the next step because they did well. Like when Cam Young broke through, I'm like, here it comes. I know that number is not good. Guys, I'm not going to tell you it's a value play, but I'm about like getting things done, and I think Cam Young could be in contention.
Yeah.
Carver and I talked about Jason Day. His record here is too impeccable for me to ignore. I don't care if he's an older guy. Wyndham Clark, Mike talked about it too. You're going to give me 50 to 1 with Wyndham Clark. This guy's going to knock down the door. For me, Mike, it was actually Pendrith and Clark, and you went with Pendrith and I went with Clark. Sam Stevens is kind of like my Ryan Gerard Jr. He played second in this tournament last year, and he has game. Good California golfer. And Potgieter, I'm looking at this guy going, like, what do you need at this course? He drives the ball, but it's all about his putting. And because he's going to do a lot of things well. If he putts, he's going to be there. It's kind of like your hoagie sandwich. I'm like, this guy should be 100, not 200. So I took him.
Look, and I've seen Sam Stevens now creep down to, and I know you got him at 60. I'm seeing him around 40, 45 now.
Really?
Sam Stevens. So that's that number's been on the move a little bit. And you know, Wyndham Clark I would like to play him from time and time again. And that, again, played well Thursday through Saturday last week, let go of the rope a bit on Sunday when he was kind of in the mix going into the day, and then got nothing done. So I got no problem with Wyndham Clark getting involved here either, Cam, for us this week. I skipped ahead there, Cam.
It's okay. You want to do first round leaders, then do placements?
Freddie Fingers got us moving. Freddie Fingers.
Freddie got fingered.
Gary Graphic.
Dude, Gary Graphic and Frank Font get raises. Don't worry about the finger. Like
that was. Now we'll get to the placements. Now I didn't leave Jason Day off the card, like you said. Impeccable record here at this joint. Top 10 for me at plus 360 for Jason Day. Harry English, also a good, difficult course player, has won here in the past. Top 10 at plus 410. I am staying on the Ryan Gerard top 20 train. It is 180 for me this week. You got a little bit of a different number. I saw 180 this morning, so that's where I was. Willie Z, another guy I love playing and I love rooting for. Top 20 at plus 220. I think we saw Tagala get back to himself a little bit last week.
You know what, Mike? I'm going to tell you, it might take not this week, but the Tagala train is going to start for me in 2 weeks, I think.
And
you're on early.
I'm going to dip my toe in with a 20 for him this week at plus 320 and see if I could catch a little Tagala. Tony Finau top 40 at plus 185.
I worry about this guy.
I worry about it too, but it's more impeccable record like Jason Day here at Torrey Pines. Some really big finishes. I know that's when he was playing a lot better, but he actually went the first week in Hawaii Cam. He played good 1 out of the 4 days. Then last week he played good 2 out of the 4 days at the Amex. Maybe now a third week in a row, we can get maybe 3 good days out of Tony and maybe get a top 40 out of him at plus 185. And of course, I'm backing Hoagie up. I mean, Hoagie for T40 at plus 215.
Tom Hoagie, if you're out there watching, take Mike out for if you're in the Nassau County area, you're on Long Island. Take Mike.
Nobody backs this guy more than me.
Yeah, no. Honestly, Hoagie. You want a fan club? Carver's your guy.
I'm the guy.
Patrick Cantlay, I'm going to be honest with you. You pissed me off. I'll take you a top 10 plus 260. Jake Afternoon Nap. You know what the funny thing about this guy is, Carver? He could win this tournament. I'm actually looking at the odds board, and it's almost like I look at odds because we gamble so much. Like I go through college basketball, hockey, whatever. They're not giving you a Nap at a great price. Know why? Because they know how good he can play at this course. Yeah. I'm going to bet him to win, but I'm going to take I'm adding him. His price sucks though, but a top 20 plus 140. Gerard, he's my guy. Wish I got plus 80. Adam Scott, love the old horse. Plus 190. Pendrith, I'm with Carver. I'll take a T20 and a T30. I'm just getting you the plus 110 price. And people don't know, Carver, I got a new guy for you.
Whoa.
From Britain. I've been following the tour, and I've been watching golf a long time. Watch out for John Perry. I've watched this guy in the DP World Tour. I've watched out, and he's starting to he's kind of like the new Harry Hall. People don't really know who he is and shit, but I'll tell you something. This guy's good. and he's plus 210 for a top 30. Watch out for JP, John Perry. I'm not going to tell you, Carver, he might win an event this year, and I want me and you to be on him.
If the Perry man can.
I love John Perry. This guy can play. He can play.
Oh boy, John Perry. If the candy man. If the Perry.
I know a guy named John Perry. He's a local like lush at the bar, but you know what? He's a great guy.
First round leaders this week. Again, we're split in half. Thank God it's not 3 like last week, but we do have a split, the North course and the South course. This is my side of it. On the North, I'm going with Mav at 25-1. Hao Tong Lee at 33-1. Man,
he's playing good.
He was playing well last week. You know I'm going to play Slam and Sammy Valimaki at 45-1.
Oh, no.
I told you, top 10 last year for Chris Ventura, golf detective.
Oh, no.
55-1. Let's go.
He solved the Brooks Koepka murder. 55-1. What a price.
South course, Bhatia at 30. Brooks Koepka.
Wow,
I put Brooks one time on there. 33. Maybe he comes out with a little gas on the South course. Feeling good on Thursday. Tony Finau at 50. Luke Clanton. What? 70-1.
I love Luke Clanton.
For Luke Clanton this week, Cam. Can we get it? Maybe we can. What about you? Let's see. What has Cam got on the board?
Carver, I did something really fucking crazy, but I'll tell you about it in a sec. Jake Afternoon Nap. This guy loves Thursdays. 25-1. Wyndham Clark, I told you I'm taking him in the tournament. A notorious hot starter. This is my feel-good ginger pick of the week. Brent Snedeker is literally playing golf on the moon. But I'll tell you one thing about him. Some of his best days have been in Torrey Pines. And you're like those players. Can I remember? Maybe he wakes up one day. Honey, did you stay at a Holiday Inn? Like he just wakes up and he's got something. I know Brent Snedeker. Sometimes when he feels it, he's a field player. He can go 60. I'm getting 80-1. I know right now he's not even in the hemisphere, but golf is crazy. And I will take him at that price with he loves Torrey Pines. Next, Tom Hoagie Sandwich. He's Carver's guy. So after you take Carver out, give me a call and we'll do some shots, Tommy. Sam, Riders on the Storm, another guy. And I know where's Cam Davis been? In another hemisphere? I'll take him 110
What happened to Cam Davis?
This guy loves Thursdays. Mike, when I saw Cam Davis at 110-1, I thought it was a mistake. I know he hasn't played a lot of golf. That's nuts.
I will, of course. I'm going to
add on too.
I'm going to put Hoagie in on mine for the South course. If I could get Cam Davis at 110-1,
check it out. I thought it was a misprint.
I will have to let me see here if they
tell me what you got for Cam Davis, so I'm not wasted. I'm telling you, it's true.
Give me a moment here. I'm punching it up. We got time. I'm punching it up, Cam. Let's see what we have here. He's on the South, right? What do you got there? South course for Cam. Let's see. I'll scroll to the bottom since apparently he's got this enormous number. I got 80.
I got 110. So he's in BS. He's in Brent Snedeker range.
Yeah, he's in that.
I got 110.
I got Hoagie 55 here in New York. Yeah, so I'm gonna play.
Dude,
Hoagie.
I'm gonna play first round leaders harder than the tournament. I think this week.
You know, I get so wrapped up. I love the first round.
So do I.
Cam. It's so much fun.
Because we're addicted to golf.
It makes Thursday I look forward to Thursday just because the first round leaders makes it. There's so much gas.
Mike,
to it.
when I wake up on Thursday. And the first thing I do when I roll out of bed, I take off my sleep machine and I go golf. And I check the leaderboard. And if any one of our guys is there, that walk down the stairs has a bounce rather than
you've got a little extra.
Yeah. And when my guys are at the bottom, I'm like, ooh.
And I usually save Cam. I know people love doing matchups and 3 balls and all that stuff. I kind of save that for Friday.
I'm with you.
And on because I want Thursday. Thursday's about the first round leader pace for me. That's all that I want it to be about. So I love it. Golf Wednesday for Torrey.
You're the man, Carver. Gonna watch the end of this hockey game. Leafs and Sabres punching each other in the face. And I'll tell you something, Carver. I would love your support. I know you're a Bills fan. I hope you're not cheering for New England for the Super Bowl. Looks like a lot of points at 4.5.
I'm cheering for Seattle.
Thank you so much, man.
I'm on Seattle.
I know it's a lot of points or whatever, but I'm gonna do the Carver. Put it with the Seahawks. I got so many 2-game parlays. I'm gonna have 40 of them, and I'm gonna do golf guys with the Seahawks. I'm gonna go bananas because you know what, Carver? When your team, sometimes it's not about the point spread. I just want them to win the damn game.
That's it.
It's like a kid. I don't care. We're adults now. I just win. I don't care about the 4.5, whatever.
No, and in fact, I already started. Like I do kind of the same thing that Gabe does. Like if I got plays during the week, I put them with the money line. So I already I had Stonehill Monday night. I put him with the Seahawks money line. I put I'm building all the blocks for next Sunday already. And I'll probably do with the golf too, with some of these plays this weekend. By the way, next week, Waste Management, the Wasted Management in Phoenix. I already see Scheffler at plus 220 as the favorite, which means next week we'll be attacking the without Scotty board on the Wasted Management.
You got it.
Next week. Brooks at 30. They already got odds up. Spieth at 40. Got her up at 50.
I want to see Brooks plays. Oh, I love Chris Goddard. We'll see how he does this week.
Wow, some big numbers here.
Wow, Sabres just scored again. 5-3.
5-3.
I told you, Carver, ever since I went to a Sabres game.
I know. I'm sorry to say this to you. I'm on the Sabres tonight.
Oh, no, don't be sorry.
18 out of 20.
I'm a Leaf guy, but I'm going to tell you, ever since I went to Buffalo, I hate to say it, like things are, how do I say this? The Leafs pissed me off so much. Like I've never turned on a team before, but the people of Buffalo treated me so well.
They're great people.
My aunt's best friend's husband was the scout for the Sabres. He played for the Boston, Ed Chadwick. He was a goalie back in the day in the original 6. And I'm going to tell you something. He gave me a Gilbert Perreault jersey when I'm a kid. I was supposed to be a Sabres fan, but I'm telling you, this team is playing great hockey right now.
Cam.
Love you, Carver.
Tremendous job as always. We will see you next week. Waste Management, Golf Wednesday, Mike Carver, Cam Stewart. Enjoy the weekend at Farmers at Torrey Pines, and we will see you. Let's cash some